Hello everybody and welcome back to Week 3 of the 2023-2024 WHAC Rocket League season. Today's matchup is your Indiana Tech Warriors taking on the Cleary Cougars. My name is Bub. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Stax, who recently played in the series. Stax, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Bub. Thank you.
Glad to hear. So, Cleary is a team who is actually off to a 3-0 start, which is, I think, one of the best starts they've had in their school's history, if I remember right. Cleary's roster, we're going to take a quick look at them before talking about Indiana Tech, who, by the way, they are 2-1, coming off a loss recently against Siena Heights. Cleary has the roster that follows, according to my spreadsheet. You have Shin, you have Roach, you have Jedmond. They also have Akaza, who's been there for a few years, and Erase, who is brand new. Akaza and Erase have not played a single game this season. The team led in goals by both Shin and Jedmond, who have 12 goals apiece. Roach leading the team in assists. As for Indiana Tech, it is headmanned by Chippy, the freshman himself. 14 goals. He's been one of the best players early this season in the WHAC. You have Wyatt with 6 goals. Kazi has 4. And a certain man to my right, actually right now, leading the WHAC in shot percentage. That is Stax with 3 goals on 4 shots. Leading the team in assists is Wyatt with 7. In saves, Wyatt with 14. Chippy, 37 shots. Of the Warriors' 71 total shots. He shoots a lot, doesn't he?
He shoots quite a lot, yes.
Shoot early, shoot often. 14 goals on 37 assists. As aforementioned, Cleary, they have taken out, if I looked at my stats correctly, they took out Lords, they took out Aquinas, and then they followed that up by taking out Cornerstone. Indiana Tech took out Lawrence Tech via the sweep. They then took Concordia out the same way, thanks to a certain someone to my right. And they also took on Siena Heights. They fell in that one to a sweep. We are going to get going here in just a minute. You take a look at the standings real quick. Cleary, Rochester, and Siena Heights all tied for first in the WHAC with a 3-0 record. Indiana Tech fourth at 2-1. Then there's Concordia and Lawrence Tech tied for fifth with a 2-2 record. Lords in sixth, or rather seventh, my apology, with an 0-2 record reported. And tied for last right now, Aquinas and Cornerstone, both 0-4. We are just waiting for Cleary to get here. We'll get this thing going here in just a moment. We'll just get going here in a moment. We will be right back, guys. So I guess while we're waiting for Cleary to get in here, Stax, you are also brand new to the program, if I understand correctly, yes?
Yes, I am. Freshman, here to stay.
Here to stay indeed. The Indiana Tech Rocket League program doubled comparatively to what it was last season. We had 3 players. Actually, it's more than that because I think we're up to like 7 or 8 now. Those at home may remember last season we had Plasma on the Orange roster. Wasn't called Orange back then. It was just Indiana Tech. He is actually your captain, if I understand correctly.
Captain of the black team, yes, sir.
How's that dynamic worked out?
He's doing great. I mean, the synergy between me, Plasma, and Mega Mind has been pretty good lately. Growing a lot, and yeah, it's been great.
It's been great. If I understand correctly as well, you guys also have some games coming up here soon. Your guys' season gets off and running soon,
Nace Star League coming up soon.
Nace Star League coming up soon. Some of those games may be here on Indiana Tech Esports. As once again, we are just waiting for Cleary, just trying to find ways to fill the time until they get here. It is Chip, Wyatt, and Kazi. They are confirmed in-game right now as we wait for Cleary. The big 3, if you will.
Yes, the big 3 of Indiana Tech so far.
All 3 as well. The story indeed. They're all rookies when it comes to WHAC competition. None of them been in this environment before. Wyatt, if I understand correctly, never been in a competitive environment before, and he has held his own. He's done a fantastic job. And by the way, that looks like they're ready to go. Does that not look like Cleary's in the lobby to you?
Looks clear to me.
I'm going to give them the go-ahead. We're going to get this party started. I think they're already giving themselves the go-ahead. All right, we're going to get this party started here in just a moment. And sit back and relax and enjoy Game 1 between Indiana Tech and Cleary University as we are off and running. It is Wyatt and Shin off the kickoff. Chippy up the right side wall up through Jedmond. Into the air, 1 touch, a 50-50 on Roach towards the backboard. Kazi off the sidewall, drops it towards the backboard. Wyatt goes for the bump. Jebman kicks it out to safety off to the side as he looks to control up the wall. Chippy watching closely here. Jebman up around him. Shin goes a little bit further. Shin, the big threat here for this Cleary roster. He actually matches that of Chippy's skill. Kazi looking to go around Jebman, not having any of that there. As Chip to the backboard, maybe looking for two, but Shin shuts that one away, and he'll boom it all the way back downfield into the waiting hands of Wyatt, who hits it off his own backboard. All the way out to midfield for Jebman, who gets one touch. And the Warriors look to control here. Stacks, your first minute or so has come and gone in the booth. How you feeling so far?
It's a lot going on with this really fast match in front of my eyes, but it looks like we got Wyatt coming up on the pitch here, going for a little push. Oh, Roach takes it right over his head. Gonna go on a little offense here.
Shin comes back the other way. Flip reset in hand. He's gonna use it, and Chip gets there to turn that one aside. Kazi's gonna come with the follow through, and back downfield we go. Jebman with one touchdown, looking for Roach, not gonna find him. Kazi one touch, looking for two up over Shin. Roach kicks it back out to the side. No real threats here early. Here's Wyatt looking to change that, but Roach will force that one wide. Chippy looking to make contact here. He is beat by Shin on the sidewall. Kazi towards the backboard. It's free. It's going to drop right down. Roach is awkward. The ball's loose in front of the net, and Chippy has another number 15 on the season. And it's 1-0 Warriors just like that.
Easy open net for Chippy, but here we have some great plays on both teams. A lot of pressure on both sides, back and forth. Some really a good roster here between Shin, their leading player, and Chip, leading player, Indiana Tech.
Kazi and Jebman off the kickoff. This one goes into the corner. Chip to the backboard in the air. Roach kicks it off to the side. Shin will follow through and boom it downfield. As Kazi will wait for this one. Off the sidewall. Shin takes advantage of that as it bounces back towards the middle. Chippy up over him. Gets it a little bit further downfield. No one else there. Wyatt is going to have to watch Roach hit it off to the sidewall. To the backboard. Out in front. And it forced a commit from Kazi. And it is cleared by Cleary. Chip once more in the air. Shin pre-jumps him as it goes back the other way. Shin following through off the corner out towards the middle. Kazi one touch. Wyatt double commits. Could be dangerous here for the Warriors. This one bounces out in front. They both take their time, and Roach is the one who kicks it out into the corner. Kazi holds onto it. Gets it around Roach, and back downfield we go as he is not able to get beyond Shin. He'll just turn this one right back around. Not unchallenged, however, by Wyatt, who gets it to Jebman. Shin one touch, maybe looking back for Jeb. Wyatt up to try and defend a touch that doesn't happen. And back the other way we go for Cleary, although a swing and a miss there from Roach. No danger as Jebman is right there. Masterfully passed it over to Shin around one. And now towards the tech net as it's cleared back by Kazi.
Roach coming up here on the play. Oh, defended by Wyatt. Shin here also taking the ball back. Great 50 by Chip. He's back in the other corner. Kazi on the wall, trying to find a little bit of the ball here. He goes up, tries to put the ball all the way down. Ooh, defended by Shin.
Wyatt's going to take over from here. This one's going to wrap around off the backboard. Jebman is there. Gets past Chip. Kazi will wait. Gets it around one. Shin the instant challenge back the other way off the corner out to mid. Wyatt looking for Kazi upfield. Roach an awkward touch off the forced mistake. Shin's going to have to pinch it off his own crossbar just to keep it away from danger. Wyatt's going to get a touch off of Chippy's sidewall hit. Flip reset in hand. He uses it, but it doesn't really go anywhere as Shin looks to come back the other way. 50-50 there on Kazi. Shin sticks with the ball. Underneath Wyatt with the fake. Wyatt now bumped off the wave dash. Up over Kazi. Here comes Cleary as Roach off the sideboard. The rebound is in as it gets up over the top of Chip. And the Cougars have tied this at 1, and that's just making it tough for Indiana Tech, the combination of Shin and Roach.
Dangerous plays here with all the team of Indiana Tech getting bumped around like nothing. Defense absolutely torn away by Cleary. But back on here, another goal. Will be in a tie game now with a minute and a half left. Oop. Getting close here on the Indiana Tech net. Kazi has it up. Good clear.
Flip reset.
Ariel looking for
Not
it.
quite.
No. Back all the way over the other side of the match.
It is Shin looking to go towards the middle. Wyatt is there. Does he have another touch? Yes, he does. 50-50 there on Roach as it goes towards the sidewall. Shin not able to get there. Chip's got a break. He's bumped off there by Roach. The rebound out in front for Kazi, but Jebman clears. The Warriors look a little slow here to start. Stacks is maybe not as confident as we're used to seeing them. Rather.
No, it seems like they have either met their match today or they're just trying to get a feel for the environment. Looks like we have a pretty decent matchup of Cleary against Indiana Tech. A good test for both skill. That's open on Indiana Tech's side. Wyatt clears it just to the corner, just for Chip to take it all the way back down to mid. Oh, we have a shot on the net, and Cleary takes it right into the open net.
Well, Chip tried here, but it's too much. Roach and Shin, that combination once again. Kazi caught too far forward. Wyatt in the corner. Warriors got to keep that third man back. It burns them here. Cleary up 2-1 with 24 seconds to go. And they need a response pretty quickly. Wyatt and Shin will meet here off the kickoff. Kazi met once more. Kazi off the corner will just look to corral it back the other way. Roach gets in the face. Wyatt is up. He might have Jeb beat. Jeb swings and misses. This one bouncing awkwardly in front. Kazi the 50 on Shin to the backboard and out into the corner. Roach looking to keep it wide. Wyatt out in front of his own teammate's path. Chippy to the far side! Off the post and back out the other way.
Out of the goal.
And that ends game one as the Warriors fall 2-1.
Really unfortunate loss for Indiana Tech there. It was a really close thing with Chip banging it into the left side of the net only to bounce off of that corner. Happens a lot to us nowadays.
Well, the only thing I can really see is the Warriors a little slow out of the gate. It's been a while. Last Tuesday was the last time they played a WHAC match, and that was against Siena Heights. It's been a minute for them, so maybe just dusting off the cobwebs a little bit, getting rid of some of the rust, as we are ready to go here for Game 2 between Indiana Tech and Cleary. The Warriors trailing 1-0.
Looks like we got Chip coming up here on the Cleary side. Wyatt banging it back down into the net as they go for a little defense here. Chip brings it back over to the Cleary side. Looks like Jeb's taking it. Pinches it off the wall past Kazi. And Wyatt takes it back to the corner. Chip here with a pass over Shin.
Oh, that was a close call. Chip is right there to follow it up. I heard Jack kind of exhale. He's not far away from where we're sitting right now, just behind another set of doors. Chippy will watch this one off his own corner. He's got some time. Gets the 50 on Shin. Jebman high off the backboard looking for Shin again. Where's the follow from Roach? There it is. Chippy and Kazi combined, and Wyatt will clear it. 4:14 to go in game one. We're scoreless as a bump comes out here for Indiana Tech. Chippy with some space, but not a lot of boost in the tank. Has the flip reset. He's going to go for the musty over Jebman. Roach forced to kick it back out. Wyatt tries to get around Shin. His car too close. And Kazi will be forced to just send it back into the Cleary end. Just under a minute gone over a minute gone as Chippy towards the net, kicked out by Jebman. Chip and Wyatt trying to find their path towards the middle here. No boost in the tank for Chip, still sticking on it. Forces it back out, Kazi back into the corner. He's going to grab this boost and watches Wyatt goes for it. This one will drop back out in front. Wyatt just trying to get out. It's not going to work out well for him. Chippy forced into an awkward fight here with Shin as he wins that battle. And now Jebman off the sidewall sends it towards the net looking for the double. Not going to find it. Kazi is there, so is Chip as this one goes into the corner. Wyatt almost beat there by Shin, but he's able to get a piece of it as Chip looks to collect and come back the other way and still stacks. It looks like they're just a step behind.
This is really a tough match for Indiana Tech as Cleary seems to have the roster that is just enough to get past their defenses. Ooh, Jeb scores it right past Chippy in the net as their defense is plucked away one by one with either bumps or just some failed reads here.
It's a lot of double commits. Makes you wonder if the comms are not 100% clear. 3:05 to go here in game two. Warriors trailing by one once more. And they really got to get some offense going. We haven't seen anything since midway through game one, it feels like, is why it goes off to the side here. No real follow-through as Shin is faster. Kazi forced to kick it wide. Shin stays there. Looking for a man towards the middle. Flip reset in hand. There's a touch from Roach. Off the crossbar. Wyatt the rebound. He looks to stick with it. And Kazi will try and take it back the other way, but not uninterfered there by Roach. Chip is up. He's beat. And Jebman double dips as it's 2-0 Cleary with just over half the game remaining.
That's really unfortunate here as Chip tries to get a touch past Jebman, but he has the dunk there right and easy for him. It's really seems like there's not a lot of boost going around either for Indiana Tech, and they don't have a lot of power to clear that over Cleary's heads right now. As Wyatt tries to send it right over to their side, and it is sent back by Shin and Roach.
Wyatt tries to force this one to the middle. Shin's right there. Chippy's going to throw this one on net. Jebman turns it aside. Kazi demoed as he just forces the delay. Roach up the sidewall, looking for something towards the middle. He'll get it there. Indiana Tech slow playing it. Chippy off the sidewall. Jeb quickly up, and Cleary is just jumping for everything. The Warriors are not able to get out of their own end. They're not able to follow balls up quickly enough right now. Still down 2-0 here with 2 minutes to go. Wyatt looking upfield for Chippy. He's going to throw it on target. Shin will turn it away. The rebound still out in front. And Jebman will eventually clear it back. Not quite, though. Chippy to the backboard. He's got to contest with Roach. Gets the double straight down, but it's just a little high as Shin comes back the other way for Cleary. Good chance there for the Warriors to get back in it.
Looks a lot like the pressure from Cleary is building on.
Chip
sent it right across the pitch, right into their net. A good long goal for Chippy to have just a 1-goal lead over them for Cleary and Indiana Tech.
Well, sometimes one bounce is all it takes to spark a fire. It's a good one for the Warriors here. 97 seconds to go here in Game 2. They cannot afford to go down 2-0. It is Wyatt. It is Jebman off the kickoff. It goes straight back to Chip as he looks to bring it back the other way. Flip reset in hand. He's looking to do it himself. Goes underneath. It's still loose in front. Kazi is there. Out in front. He's got it.
Kazi with the insane dunk over Cleary's defense, over 2 people, as Chip just barely gets it past their defenses, and Shin and Jeb can't do anything for that dunk there. Kazi with a great flip over their net.
The follow through just enough, and just like that, we're tied here with 1:27 to go in Game 1. As this one goes to the far side for Jebman off the kickoff. Roach underneath. He's gonna doink it rather towards the net. It is just wide off the far post. Wyatt, that's an awkward touch out in front. Someone needs to follow, and Kazi does. Indiana Tech just barely scraping by here defensively. This 50 goes out towards the middle for Roach. It is Chip up the sidewall. He's going to go towards the net. Shin is right there, and he'll boom it back. Wyatt will hold on to it. Or rather, it will go over Wyatt's head. Kazi forces the 50 off the corner. Looks to go back out the other way. He does get it through Roach. Kazi around Jebman, not quite. Shin in reverse, half flips to keep control. Not uncontested by Chip, and eventually demoed by Kazi. Chippy towards the net. The cage is open, but Roach recovers in time to carry it out to safety into the corner for now. Shin back the other way for Cleary. Off the sidewall towards the net, and it is in as Shin finds one. 37 seconds to go, and Indiana Tech right back in the trailer.
Deep dish perfect for Shin and Cleary right here as it bounces just right in over Chippy's head. Seems like they have a lot of tough competition here, just in Game 2 even, and looks like we have a match set up for Indiana Tech.
This is not a situation the Warriors are used to being in. Chippy off the sidewall. Kazi is there. It will bounce towards the middle. Wyatt fakes to the middle for Kazi. Turned away by Roach. The rebound for Chip, and we are tied again. 23 seconds to go. This team will not die here in Game 2.
Great little play by Indiana Tech to get past their defenses and truly set Cleary off, catching them off guard, and Chip to finish Kazi's perfect little pass up ahead of the net.
23 seconds to go in Game 2. Roach quickly towards the net. This could be disastrous, but Wyatt is there to kick it aside. Shin towards the net. Kazi leaves it for Chip. Looking upfield maybe for Wyatt. Shin's going to keep it deep for now. The Warriors collide. Wyatt looking to keep control. He's gonna eventually concede there to Kazi as Chip brings it back. 5 seconds to go. Shin back the other way. This is the wrong guy to leave on offense with some space. Chippy was demoed. It's out in front, and Chip will eventually just clear this one off for overtime. Well, the Warriors need one. They need something here. They cannot afford to make a mistake here in overtime as it will put them on triple match point. This may be it. Chippy kicks it off his own crossbar. Kazi up for the rebound. He sends it just wide. Triple match point avoided there. Wyatt booms it right back downfield. It is Roach kicking it into the corner for Shin. It's going to bounce off the ceiling. It's too far there for Kazi. This one Shin leaves out for Roach. Kazi's going to interfere, play it back, looking for Chip maybe. He will find him. Shin watching from behind. Chippy will demo the challenging Jebman. This is bad though. Shot on target. No, it's just off the post for Shin. As a bad touch there from, I believe it was Kazi, left Shin in a shooting position, alone in the slot. Wyatt looking for the low 50. It's going to go wide across for Kazi. Roach is going to stay on this one. He'll kick it towards the net. Chippy is going to slow play it. I don't think he has boost. Now he does. And Shin's going to take it off of him. Wyatt bumped off the backboard. Anyone there for the Warriors? It is Chip. As Kazi looks to bring it back the other way, he'll get around another. Kazi up the sidewall now. He's just going to drop this one towards the backboard, kicked away by all three Cleary Cougars. As this one put towards the backboard by Chip, but immediately contested back the other way by Cleary.
Chip has this straight up to Kazi, up into the pitch, and Roach is just there to defend it. Shin also with another hit. Looks like the Indiana Tech Warriors are finally getting a little bit of pressure, but it's just not enough for the Cleary Cougars to pass it right back up. Chip with a crazy clear back down into close to Cleary's net, and they're finally getting a little bit of dust and dirt on Cleary's shoes.
Shin's going to send it right back down. Roach on the follow-through. It's still dangerous as Wyatt able to force it aside. Shin sends a mulligan back towards the front. Chip will send this one back the other way. Jebman towards the middle once more. Roach is up. He is off the crossbar. The rebound out in front. Shin is there! And Cleary up 2-0. Warriors too slow to react consistently through the first 10, 11, 12 minutes of gameplay. And it comes back to haunt them once more.
Devastating little bump there from Jebman. Just enough to set Chip's aerial off and get that goal right past their defense.
The Warriors are in deep trouble now. Last time we saw them in this position, they were playing Siena Heights recently. This is a hard comeback to make, and it comes down to can they follow through quickly enough offensively, as it feels like the offense is one player right now, and that is basically the end of it.
Yep. It's a lot of back and forth here, but Cleary has just enough oomph to get past Indiana Tech. And they really need to get some leverage back on to Cleary and get some goals.
Shin's going to try and move this one downfield. It is off the post. That would have been a heartbreaker. Wyatt is there. He's going to try and find Kazi. He's got some time. He's going to try and use it. Can't get the good first touch. He's just forced to let it go. Roach back the other way. Chip a little too close here. Wyatt and Shin will meet in midfield. Warriors got to strike first here as here comes Chippy. The pinch towards the Cleary net, but well wide. As Shin looks to come back the other way. He's met there by Chippy in his own end. Devin will send it back down. Wyatt catches and controls. He's got one to deal with, gets it around him. There's no follow-through, though. Shin towards the backboard. Wyatt swings and misses. Loose out in front. Shin gets demoed. Kazi back the other way looking for Chippy, and Shin just got back in time as Wyatt is up for the Warriors. Looks to stay with it out into the corner. Roach forces it right back out to midfield, but only as far as Kazi. Shin is up off the ceiling. Can he get back to it? The answer is yes. A low 50 on Chip. Wyatt is there. Gets it back over to Chip, but he's only able to get it back towards his own end as Jebman sends it high off the backboard. And Cleary back on the attack, but only for a moment as Wyatt is chasing this one down off the long clear back the other way. Jebman off the ceiling. He has his flip still, but not able to use it. Shin looking for Roach to the wide left. He's going to find it, but the shot is wide. Chippy looks to stay with it. Shin still there. All loose in the Warriors' end. Eventually Wyatt comes away with it. Doesn't have the second. Jeb towards the net. Kazi will send it downfield. And Wyatt looking for the follow-through. Not going to happen. Roach towards the net. Chippy is up. He will send it in his own corner. Shin's still there. Chip is there again for the 50. Gets another dunk on Jebman. It is Kazi around one. Shin is watching in the net. Tried to get it up over him. Not going to happen. As Chip now not able to make contact either. A lot of misses coming out from the Warriors. Also, something that's relatively uncharacteristic.
Yeah, we got a lot of whiffs on both sides too here today as they just go for some ambitious aerials. Ooh, Kazi deep in with zero boost almost. And looks like a lot of defense is being thrown around too much and there's not a lot of contact with the ball here.
Warriors, I hate to say it, they almost look a little nervous. Or rusty, or both. It could honestly be both. Jebman not able to make to keep it downfield. Here comes Shin, looking for two. The rebound out in front for Roach, not there. As Shin looks to cut it back the other way, Kazi forces it into the corner. Wyatt's going to try and bring this out. He's going to slow play it. Chippy's up in the air. He's got Shin to deal with. It goes wide right. Jebman past him. Shin looking to the middle for Roach. Roach forced to pop high. Wyatt is up. Can't make contact. This is not on target. The rebound just kicked away by Chippy as another near heart attack here for Indiana Tech with 2 minutes to go.
That was a real close call there for Wyatt with another high miss in the air. No one back at home to guard the net. Thankfully, it was just barely off and there was no one there to finish the job. But right here we got Shin outplaying almost half of Indiana Tech and getting it close to the net for almost another shot, which is just barely defended by Kazi and Chip, taking it back down to the Cleary side, only to be sent back. A lot of back and forth here today.
Wyatt looking to the backboard. Kazi in a shooting position, but he is met. Wyatt is demoed as he looked to turn. Chippy towards the net. Jebman was just waiting for it. as back comes Cleary. 50-50 there on Wyatt, goes to the Warrior backcourt. Chip catches, can't get it up over Roach. Wyatt is there, he's going to try and move it downfield. Roach a little faster as Cleary looks to catch and control back on the own, and it is Shin. He flicks it way up in the air. Up over the top of Chip as well. Wyatt is back. 2 commit here for Cleary. 2 commit for Indiana Tech. Wyatt back the other way. He's got to deal with Roach. Roach forces it wide. 1 minute to go in Game 3. In a scoreless game, the Warriors can't afford to lose. Chippy is there. He'll get it past Shin. Roach watches this one as it goes up off the backboard. Now off the ceiling. Roach looking to follow through. Gets the 50-50 on Wyatt. Shin towards the open net. And Shin again with less than a minute to go. That might be the dagger here in Game 3.
Indiana Tech really has to pull some tricks here and pull some strings even to get 2 goals if they want to even have a chance at keeping this alive. They really need to either bring it to overtime or have a miracle from their star players to bring the spirit back to life here, because it looks like Cleary is just about to sweep them from this game.
And I think it's Shin again, and it feels like the mentality for Indiana Tech is just gone. Just not enough aggression. That's kind of what it looks like. Not the Warriors' day. It'll happen. They get one more shot at Cleary later in the season, but Stacks, I think for today, it's pretty much all said and done.
It does seem like we have a grim ending to this series, but you never know with 30 seconds remaining. It is looking kind of bad, but Indiana Tech has pulled some tricks before.
Az is going to try and move this one downfield. 20 seconds to go. Roach kicks it wide. Wyatt tries to pop it to the middle. Nobody up for Indiana Tech in time. 10 seconds to go. It's all but a formality. Cleary will sweep Indiana Tech tonight as the Warriors, who started with a 6-0 record with 2 consecutive sweeps, drop 6 straight games. 2-0 Cleary, your final here in Game 3. And Cleary will sweep Indiana Tech today as the Warriors are going to have to go back to the drawing board. Just not enough shots, not enough aggression. Maybe try to slow play it a little bit too much. I don't know if they had a single shot on goal there in that game.
Pressure there was really lacking. Cleary may have had 1 or 2 clears that were defended and put back into their side by Indiana Tech, but just not enough aggression to keep it for real on their side.
Well, Stacks, it was a pleasure to cast with you today. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. But for now, that does it for me. We will see you guys next time. I don't have the schedule up with me. Give me just a moment, actually. I'm going to check and see when the Warriors play once more. I don't even have the sheet up anymore. How do I open the sheet to look at things and then immediately close it, Stacks? That feels impossible to me.
Seems like you didn't have a whole lot of preparation for this one, bub.
Oh, listen here. I don't want to hear it. All right, the Warriors will play next Monday. They play Aquinas at 7 p.m., and then they play Cornerstone on the 26th at 7:30. But until then, thanks for tuning in, guys. The Warriors dropped this series by a score of 3-0. My name's Bub, joined by Stacks. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.